ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, we got him. We freaking got him. Oh my gosh. Somewhere, someone out there in the world, somewhere, did the Lord's work. They really did. They did the Lord's work. And honestly, I have to give them props. Pretty creative. But they somehow found a way to describe a pyramid scheme, which... they somehow found a way to describe multi-level marketing without actually drawing the pyramid. But I can't say it's too creative because the picture itself is actually just, the picture itself that I'm referring to is actually just a bird's eye view of a pyramid. So, of a cone, I guess. I know a pyramid is kind of like square at the bottom, but this is a cone. So, yeah. I cannot believe that this is happening. So I was on Reddit and I saw that this thing was going on and I didn't think it was actually happening until I posted about it on my Instagram story, and I was like, hey, is this a thing? I don't know if it is, but please do not participate in this because it's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. So I posted about it and I actually got a couple messages of people being like, oh no, I saw this and I was invited to participate in this. And I was like, how is this possible? So if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about right now, I will explain to you. Don't worry. So there's this thing that's going around and it is called like a loom circle, a blessing circle, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea. It looks like this, and I don't even know where it popped off, probably Facebook, because that's where everything pops off. But basically, I'm going to read word for word what exactly it is. So, how does a blessing loom work? It starts with a passive-aggressive invite, in this case, a Facebook post. So I guess that's how it kind of started, Facebook post. Duh. Letting people know that the blessing loom really works, and if you're serious about cashing out just like them, direct message them for details. That sounds familiar. Let's continue. To join their loom, you must send a one-time payment of $100 via Cash App. And here it says via PayPal, but every other place that I've seen this loom circle, it's been on Cash App. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, your name takes a space on the outside of the loom. To get to the center of the loom, where you'll collect your $800, you must recruit 2 other people to invest $100, who also recruit 2 more people. If you and your loom can recruit people quickly enough, you potentially can collect your $800 in a few hours. At least that's how it's claimed to work. I did y'all the courtesy of drawing it. I know it looks absolutely horrific, but it doesn't matter because it's a horrific structure anyways, so who cares? I'm going to show you guys exactly how it works because I was confused myself on how it works because it didn't really make any sense to me because I didn't understand how these 2 people on the outside were able to make it on the inside, but luckily Reddit explained it to me and we were able to figure it out. I just finished filling out the little circle and I just used Disney character names because who knows if real human names are actually involved in this. So here's how it looks. So let's say I started off, so I am going to be in the middle. So everyone on the outside, each of them are all going to pay me $100. So I will get $800, got my money, and I book it. I didn't have to pay $100 or anything because literally anyone can just start it, right? You can start it right now and scam all these people out of $100, right? These people, I guess, are the promoters or something. These 4 people that are on the inner part of the circle, these people are going to promote and try to get more people involved in this. Because as soon as I'm done, this spot is open. So these 2 people get to move into the middle. Here is how that works. So essentially, as soon as I leave, as soon as I'm done, I'm out, whatever, I got my $800. So as soon as that happens, as soon as I leave and I get my $800, these 2 people can get their own. So it splits, right? Splits into another circle and another new circle. All of the people that were in the upper part of the circle now get moved into the middle. So as we can see right there, Nemo was next in line to be in the center of the circle, right? In the middle. So this is split in half. So Mike and Sully are next to be closest. So these outer parts right here, right where Nemo and Simba used to be. Mike and Sully are now going to be right there. And now these 4 people, Pumbaa, Remy, Stitch, and Olaf, are now going to be on this outer part of the circle, right? Right where Mike and Sully, Eve, and Mater used to be. So now, what needs to happen in order for Nemo to get his $800, these people now have to recruit 8 more people on the outside to pay him. So, and the cycle continues, right? This bottom half does the same thing. Each people have to keep going in, whatever. So it's really a flawed kind of structure because in order for each person to get into the middle, each people, like each little inner circle, have to keep recruiting more people to pay $100 to whoever's in the middle. Sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? So what have we learned today? It's gonna be a never-ending cycle on people just recruiting and getting more people in order for the main person to get all the way to the middle. That is exactly how it is in multi-level marketing. And I will show you another little demonstration right here. Just like this, I'm gonna use this kind of like as an example. So let's say I start my own company. I'm at the top, but it's going to be a multi-level marketing company. So I get 3 people under me. Let's say I get Stitch, Mike, and Mater. Okay? This is just, again, just an example. I'm in the middle, whatever. I get like 2-ish people or whatever. In this case, I get 3 people, right? And I get 3 people. So they each give me, let's say $100. Let's say they each give me $100 so that they can work for me, so that they can work for my company or whatever. And I tell them they're able to get the $300 like I did if they get 3 other people, just like how I did, if they each get 3 people under them to essentially get, to pay $100. I know it looks really messy, but bear with me. So each of the people that I recruited under me, they each bring 3 people. So now they will get the money. So that money will all go to them, right? So what's 300 in half? 150, right? Okay. So I still get some of that money from the 3 people that they recruited because, hey, these are my recruit. This is my team. So I get more money, 150 from each, because I get a percentage of each of the recruits that they make. Are you guys with me? All right. I feel like this is really confusing, but just bear with me. But just like this, although this is way more of a scam than a freaking MLM company, but it's a lot easier to use this to explain. Because when someone is at the very top, like let's say this is me, if someone is at the very top and these people are close to being to the very top, they have to rely on the people that they recruited, right? Inner circle, outer circle. They have to rely on the people that they recruited to get more recruits so that they can move to the center of the circle. So essentially, it's a pyramid scheme because is that every little thing in here is a pyramid, right? Every little section in this thing is a freaking pyramid because blank is getting the money, blank is a recruit, blank is a recruit, blank is a recruit, and paid $100 to give to this person, right? So that's what multi-level marketing is. Wow, don't you just love when everything just connects? It's my favorite, honestly. So essentially, multi-level marketing, the structure is flawed because you cannot make money unless more people are added to the outer circle or to the bottom rank. The only thing that's different is that this is not like exactly shaped like a pyramid. I mean, like I said, if I were to grab this inner part and pull it up, it would be a pyramid, right? Just think about it, geometry. It would be a pyramid. What's different is that multi-level marketing, it actually is shaped like a pyramid, right? I mean, I just showed you right here. I mean, hello. It's a freaking pyramid, right? Anything where it's like each people have to keep recruiting, right? Anything where I have to keep recruiting. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. That's the problem that I have with MLMs. A lot of it, I mean, and again, they always try to emphasize that it's not a pyramid scheme because they have product or that pyramid schemes are illegal, okay? This shit is illegal, but people are still doing it. People are still doing it. People are still buying into it and still trying to get more people to get into it. So, yeah, just because something's illegal doesn't mean that people aren't gonna do it. That's not a very good argument. And so with multi-level marketing, they like to emphasize that everything is a pyramid scheme because corporate America essentially is kind of shaped like a pyramid or has a pyramid-like structure, right? You have the CEO, vice presidents, supervisors, whatever. Oh my gosh, it's a pyramid. Yeah, it's shaped like a pyramid, but it's not a pyramid scheme because by definition, a pyramid scheme is when recruitment is pushed heavily way more than the product itself. A pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing rides a very fine line on being a pyramid scheme, because in order for it to not be classified as a pyramid scheme, they have to have a product. And since they have a product in which they can sell, it's not a pyramid scheme. Okay? Because normalized pyramid schemes that we're all used to knowing is just recruit, recruit, recruit. Like Scientology. I think Scientology is a very good example, because you have to pay in order to like be in Scientology, and then it's just recruit, 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 recruit. Right? MLMs are the same thing. They're just hiding behind a product. That's and like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of throwing around the word pyramid scheme, because MLMs ride a very fine line, but it is still a corrupt business model. Okay? Like, corporate America does not rely on more people, of the workers recruiting more people to work for them. You know what I mean? If anything, they probably don't, because they don't want to pay more people money. So, and that's kind of how it is in MLMs, because the way they ride around that, they're riding all around on the idea of, well, corporate America doesn't want to pay you like blah, blah, blah amount of money or whatever, which is true. So they kind of take that idea and fly with it, because they say you can make way more than that. You can make way more because corporate America doesn't want you to freaking make as much money as you possibly can. But we can, because they sell you the idea that you can. You know what I mean? They sell you the idea that you'll be able to make it to the top, but only if more people are added to the freaking bottom. Yeah, it's just a little baffling to me, and it doesn't really make any sense. I can't believe that someone even came up with this. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is way easier to explain to people about multi-level marketing than a pyramid, because if I were to tell someone in multi-level marketing, like, hey, would you say that this is basically it? They'd probably be like, yeah, if they didn't know that this was also a scam. That is why this loom circle is essentially exactly like multi-level marketing, because they're selling you the idea that you can get into the middle. And in multi-level marketing, they sell you the idea that you can get at the very top if you recruit more people to bring whoever's in the middle more money, which doesn't make any sense. Why would you do something where you're like, okay, but you have to make all of your money to the person in the middle? You know what I mean? Like, if they keep selling you the idea like, okay, yeah, you can make it to the middle if more people are recruited, but these people keep waiting and waiting until they can finally get in the middle. Kind of like MLMs, kind of like multi-level marketing. They are sold on the idea that they can make it to the top, because just like in here, it's all about the people under them. It's all about the people on the outer. It's all about the people under them. It's all about the people on the outer circle. They need more people out here in order for said individual to get to the middle, in order for said individual to get to the top. So that is why it is the same. It honestly is so crazy to me. Still can't believe that this is a thing that's happening. Oh my God. It's so weird. I didn't think it was happening in my neck of the woods, but people were telling me that it was, and I was like, how is this happening? What is going on in the world? Yeah, it was freaking crazy. I just want to emphasize that both freaking examples cannot work unless there are more people coming in to the circle, or more people coming in to the business. Because if MLM structures weren't reliant on recruitment, then how would they make their money? It would just be a normal direct selling job. But people are sold the idea that they can make more money if they can. People don't care about selling the product, all right? I'm telling you this right now. People in MLMs do not care about the product. They do not care about selling it. they don't care about the product, right? Because if it was all about the product, then why would they recruit more people to compete against them to sell said product? You know what I mean? Because they like to say, when you enter MLM, you can move up ranks. So they're saying that like if you enter in down here, you are able to skip over the person that recruited you. That's what they say. They say that you are able to like move above the people who recruited you, which I don't really know how that makes sense at all. I mean, I guess you're able to hit the same rank as them if they don't really do anything. Like in order for that to happen, the person above you would have to like literally do nothing in order for you to move above them. You know what I mean? Because each person has to have certain quotas, and they don't like to say quotas. They usually call it like PVs, which is like product volume, or qualifying volume, QV, which is basically a quota, because PV and QV basically means how many points. It's kind of like a point system. Like how if you were to go to, like it's like any store that has like a rewards program. Let's say you go to Tilly's, right? And you spend like $200 there. That's equal to 200 points, okay? Let's just say that. That's exactly how it is when you work for a multi-level marketing company. You have to hit certain product volume or qualifying volume in order to stay at the rank that you're at. And in order to skip ahead of the person above you or even move to the next rank, you have to reach more product volume and more qualifying volume. And so usually it's for like specific things too, like products or whatever. It's for like, it's very variant on like the MLM, but basically each one isn't like, oh, like 2 points or like 3 points. They're about like 400 or like 1,200 or like pretty expensive. So basically like $1,200, $400. And if people don't reach that just by selling, they have to recruit people, because then they'll get some points off the products that they sell to people. And then if they don't hit it, then they buy their own products so that they can hit the point and they can reach and become the next rank in freaking MLM. And it's, oh my gosh, yeah. I can go on about this stuff forever. As you can see, I get pretty worked up about it because it's just crazy to me. Like, honestly, all the stuff on my bed right now is thrown around, but yeah, that's a little brief analysis, dissection of the Loom Circle and how it's kind of like MLM, multi-level marketing. I need some freaking emergency. I am dehydrated from all of that. If you guys like this type of video, please give it a freaking thumbs up. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for commenting and supporting the channel. Y'all are the best. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.